sometimes the biggest barriers to healing aren't just in the body, but in the system meant to treat it.
From pain that's dismissed,
To symptoms that don't fit the textbook,
in this episode, we are going to talk about what happens when medicine has blind spots.
and when patients fall through cracks.
Kung hindi bukas ang isip mo sa gantong bagay, paano mo tutulungan ang pasyente mo?
Exactly.
Okay?
Uh-uh.
Pangalawa, ito sa media, sometimes hindi lahat ng programs kasing brave ng program yun to open to this topic.
Yes!
But it's needed. Get the right people, the one with experience, the one with the technical knowledge,
Right.
and then you let them explain.
We often assume that if something is wrong with our body, medicine has the answer.
But what if the system itself doesn't see the problem clearly? That's what we're talking about tonight. I'm Dr. Joseph Lee.
And I'm Dr. Dale Avellanosa. Welcome to Naked Minds. Doc Joseph, when we say physical barriers, what exactly are we talking about?
Physical barriers can be very literal, Dale. This includes pain during sex, mobility issues, hormonal changes, or even side effects from medication. But they can also be structural, like lack of access to the right specialists, affordability, or even clinics that aren't designed for everyone.
So ano yung mga ganon? Yung when you say affordability, hindi kung may mga problems sila na about
Kaya.
gusto nila magpa-check pero hindi nila kaya.
Oo.
Pumunta sila sa doktor, niresetahan sila pero hindi pa rin nila kayang bumili.
Yes, I think those are ones economy, financial, and they carry the burden, I think, Dale, of being scared of going to a specialist. Either they don't like the truth or they're scared of it.
So yung sinabi mo, they don't want to discuss it because are they scared of opening up? They're scared of being judged? Or minsan parang hindi lang talaga sila receptive kung ano sasabihin sa kanila kasi most patients, if I notice, parang kaya nagkakaroon ng first, second, third opinion, pupunta sila sa iba-ibang mga specialists kasi hinihintay nila kung ano yung sasabihin ng doktor. Kasi kung hindi nila type yung sinabi ng first doctor, pupunta na naman yun sa second
And
doctor.
usually, Dale, kasi they used to think na, where do I go first? A psychologist or a psychiatrist?
Yun.
When I go to a psychiatrist, usually tayo linilabel, ay, baka nababaliw na to, sira ulo na to, may problema to. So when pag psychologist naman, baka ma-prejudge ako, and all those things, right? So it becomes very
boils down
difficult.
to you being receptive to accept all these.
Exactly, yeah.
And then there are what we call medical blind spots. These are the gaps, the things medicine doesn't fully understand or worse, doesn't recognize at all.
Exactly, Dale, no? And one of the biggest blind spot historically is the medicine was built around a default patient, and the default is male. Ba't kami na naman?
Which means many conditions affecting women or even how symptoms appear in women are underdiagnosed. For example, women having heart attacks don't always present with chest pain. Sometimes it's fatigue, nausea, or back pain. Kaya nga, di ba, yung halimbawa, mga babae, parang minsan, dahil kasi kasalanan din ng mga babae, marami kasi nagmamalingering lang din yung mag-iinarte. Kaya kung minsan pag nag-complain na sila ng totoong sakit, hindi na talaga siya mapapaniniwalaan na talagang may sakit.
Ibig sabihin, Dale, pag nagsisex kayo ng partner mo, sasabihin mo, inaatake ako, nahirapan ako.
Baka sa sobrang sarap. Yun. Yun.
Diba? All those things, diba, compounded.
Minsan kasi, halimbawa, ganun, yung mga back pain, fatigue, nausea. Pero, katulad ng for example, pain sa sikmura, sa epigastric, dito sa may sikmura, Lahat ng tao, ang una kagad iisip nila, hyperacidity.
I cannot imagine, mag-isip talaga ako bigla, Dale, magsasex kayo on the, tapos magbaburp.
Tapos kumain ka ng labanos.
It's so disgusting anyway.
Yan.
And because it doesn't match the textbook, it gets missed. The same thing happens in sexual health. A man with erectile dysfunction is usually taken seriously right away, but a woman with pain during sex may be told, relax ka lang or it's in your head.
Exactly. Kaya lang, I think it also boils down na parang yung sa babae kasi, ang hilig-hilig ng babae mag-inarte. Kaya maraming mga nagdadrama-drama. Kaya kung minsan, hindi din masyadong pinipay attention. Alam mo yung the boy who cried wolf, di ba? Kasi kung minsan, parang sakit ng ganito, hindi naman totoo. Kaya yung when the time comes na totoo na talaga sakit, sasabihin lang ka na nasa isip mo lang yan, relax ka lang, masyado ka lang sigurong stressed. Hindi na. Pero yun din na napansin ko kasi ang mga lalaki, dahil hindi nga masyado nag-iinarte, hindi masyado, the minute na meron kang reklamo na sakit, maniniwalaan ka agad. At totoo talagang sakit.
And they always will say na, masakit ba? O gagawin ba natin? O ano? Hindi, masakit.
Which brings us to another issue, dismissal. There's a growing conversation about what some call medical gaslighting.
Pati ba? Meron din gaslighting, no?
Medical gaslighting, Joseph.
Meaning patients feel like their symptoms are minimized or not believed. And this doesn't just affect women. Men also face blind spot, especially when it comes to mental health.
Yeah, so yes, that's true. Many men are taught to suppress emotions, and so instead of saying I'm anxious or I'm depressed, it may show up as irritability, withdrawal, or even sexual dysfunction. Kasi affected na yung mind niya eh. So affected na rin yung performance niya.
So hindi ka na the engagement totally is
disrupted or distracted na siya. Basta it affects the performance.
And then the treatment focus only on the physical symptoms without addressing the psychological root.
Exactly. Kasi kaya nga parang lagi na lang, Doc, pahingi ng pampatigas. Diba? Yan ang sasabihin lagi.
Actually, I experience it to all of my patients.
Yes, kasi without even realizing na ano ba talagang nag-cause ng erectile dysfunction.
Exactly.
It may be psychological. So yun dapat yung, treat the cause, not the effect, not just the effect, diba? So another major blind spot is sexual health itself. Let's be honest. How many patients feel comfortable talking about sex with their doctors?
Very few.
Yes.
Very few. And sometimes doctors themselves are not trained to ask right questions. So the conversation never happens.
Exactly. So, and when silence happens in the clinic, suffering continues at home. Kasi hindi niya fully na-express sarili niya. So, hindi siya na-diagnose ng mabuti. Hindi siya matutulungan ng doktor.
Parang
hindi siya magagamot.
Lumalabas tail kasi parang pumunta nga ako pero wala namang
nangyari. Wala din binigay sa akin.
Okay. So, this happens, Dale, is why topics matters because the healing starts with being seen and being heard.
So, when we come back, we'll hear real stories from people who experience these barriers firsthand. Here on Naked Minds.
Isang malakas na lindol ang yumanig sa Pilipinas nitong nakaraang linggo, mga kaibigan. Bagong majority block ng Senado, idodonate ang isang buwan nilang sweldo para sa mga nasalanta ng 7.8 magnitude na lindol sa Mindanao. Bukas ang palasyo na magpatawag ng special session sa Senado para maihabol ang mga nabimbing panukalang batas. Pero on one condition, magkasundo muna ang dalawang kampo. Blue ribbon hearing ng bagong mayorya, hindi dinaluhan ng 18 bagmen na nagsasabing nag-deliver sila ng male-maletang cash sa ilang mambabatas. Ang mga umano'y dating sundalo naharap sa patong-patong na kaso. At may security threat nga ba sa Senado nitong nakaraang linggo? All that and more sa Ang Senado ng Pilipinas ngayong linggo, 9:30 a.m. sa IBC TV 13 at sa aming social media pages.
Gobyernong tumutugon. Tuloy-tuloy sa pagseserbisyo. Kumikilos para sa kaunlaran ng sambayanan. Samahan sina Ox Balyado at Princess Jordan sa Gov on the Move tuwing Sabado alas 2:15 ng hapon sa IBC 13.
Balik Kasaysayan. Alam mo ba, unang ipinatugtog ang ating pambansang awit nang ideklara ang kalayaan ng Pilipinas sa Kawit Cavite. Ang musika nito ay binuo ni Julian Felipe sa kahilingan ni General Emilio Aguinaldo. Makalipas ang isang taon, isinulat naman ang mga titik nito batay sa ginawang tula ni Jose Palma na pinamagatang Filipinas. Isang makasaysayang himig ng kalayaan. Ngayong araw ng kalayaan, kasaysayan natin, alamin at ipagmalaki.
Welcome back to
Naked Minds. Joining us tonight is our guest, Richtofen De Jesus. He's a licensed psychologist and psychometrician. Good evening.
Hi,
Good evening.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Yes, and we're so glad to have you here because you have a lot to talk about tonight.
Of course. So we start Dela by having our notes. You know, we have always presented the notes so that Dr. Tofen will share his insight.
We still want to call him Doc.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So 3 separate notes have reached our program. These are real stories of people navigating pain, confusion, and gaps in healthcare.
These stories highlight something important. Sometimes, the issue isn't just a condition, it's the way it's handled. So let's dive right in. Dr. Joseph, can you give us a rundown? What's the story behind note number 1?
I have been experiencing pain during sex for years. I've seen different doctors, but they all say it's just stress. But I know my body. Something feels wrong.
Dr. V, your thoughts on this?
Naku ang una kong tingin dyan, dapat you need to first get yourself assessed first and foremost. We need to rule out any psychological trauma that you had during your childhood.
Right.
Sometimes there are experiences that are traumatic in nature and then they end up in a condition known as vaginismus or tinatawag natin ngayon na genitopelvic pain penetration disorder.
Wow.
So sa ganung pagkakataon, we need to first rule out, is there a trauma behind it? Because maybe this person had experiences before that are unwanted experiences and it was repressed. And now those repressed material are going back to the surface of the consciousness because you are now engaging into sexual behavior with your partner. So that's the first one. Kung wala namang psychological trauma, the next is you need to ask them, how's your sex life ba muna? What kind of communication is present during your sexual intercourse? Baka naman katapus-tapusan, wala man lang usap, wala man lang behind. So, the conditioning of the person's body, baka nauna na yung kaba to the point that the person has been conditioned to the idea that every time I will be doing this, I will be expecting pain.
The same thing.
So sometimes even if it's not physiologically there, psychologically, your mind is already being triggered na talagang magiging masakit siya lagi.
Yeah.
Because like vaginismus is the sustained contraction of the vagina. And usually, most of the time, majority of the time, it is triggered by a previous trauma.
Correct. Opo.
Yun.
Lalo na kung kunyari, di ba? Especially nowadays, most of the traumas are sexual molestation. So sometimes, buti nga sana kung ano ba eh. Kasi minsan umaabot po sa punto na pinaglalaroan lang yung katawan ng victim.
Yeah.
So because of those experiences, they have been repressed as the victim was growing up. Pero ngayon na may asawa na talagang actively engaging into sexual behavior.
Legal na to na.
Yes, oo. Ang problem, bumabalik yung memories, bumabalik yung repressed ideas. So the body continues to react. Kaya pag ganun, kailangan may therapy.
In those cases, do you recommend that there should be something like a debriefing?
Oh, definitely. I think ganito po na mangyayari dyan. Number one, you need to have an individual session with the person kung saan siya mismo will try to unravel the trauma. Okay?
Higmayin.
Yes. Now, especially for example, when it comes to sensory processes, we have a procedure known as eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR.
Yes.
So it deals now with how you see the sensory experience and how you match it with the trauma. So when you now do that EMDR, you are now trying to erase the sensory experience so that the trauma, the effect of it is lessened. After the individual session, you then move now to couples therapy. So this time,
Kasama dapat ang partner niyo.
yes, kasi kasama siya, conditioning siya. So ang
Para alam niya how to handle also a traumatized person.
Correct. So sa ganung pagkakataon, Doktora, importante yung tinatawag nating guided imagery. So they both close their eyes, and then the psychologist will guide them. Okay, imagine you are touching this body part. Tell me how it feels. That now will then enable their cognition to be refreshed on it. And then magkakaroon sila ng bagong perspective when the time comes na silang dalawa na lang sa kwarto.
Yun.
But the problem there, kasi let me interject. If there's no much communication of the female partner to the husband, telling that every time they have contact there might be pain, I think this might drift the relation
apart. Yes, definitely. Actually, lalo na po sa lalaki, it's very frustrating. Kasi kumbaga na doon yung
parang
point
inaayawan siya.
Oo, na parang tipong you're rejecting me.
Right.
Tsaka hindi niya alam why.
Why are you squirming? It's just me. Asawa mo ko.
Yes.
Legal to.
Lalo na sa Pilipinong lalaki, sasabi, karapatan kong kunin yan.
Right.
Diba?
And what if the wife who has a previous trauma wouldn't tell the story to the husband? Would you think that would have a problem later on with the relationship?
Because of the trust issues. Ako ganito ang approach ko dyan, Doc. I'll tell the wife ganito yan. You are now becoming the own reason also on why your trauma is being prolonged.
Yes.
Kung pag nagiging parte ka na, you're the perpetuating factor already. You could have done something, you could have changed the way that you're dealing with the situation, but you're opting not to.
Yes.
So ang akin lang, if you want to have a good life, kailangan matuto ka rin magpasalo sa iba. You need to also allow other people. Correct. Kasi ito na yun eh. Ginawa mo na yan sa sarili mo, you were doing it for quite some time, and obviously it has been ineffective.
Yes.
Kasi it has an adverse effect on your body.
Still has that kind of reaction. So, my God, Joseph, ang dami natin natutunan from that single, now let's move to note 2.
I started having erectile problems. I thought it was physical, but all my tests were normal. No one asked me about stress or burnout or what I was going through emotionally.
So, Dr. Tofi, how would you evaluate this scenario based on your medical expertise?
Una sa lahat, kung all physiological problems have been ruled out, walang bara, walang problema sa blood flow.
Walang anatomical.
Nothing physiological. The first thing that you need to understand is this. What are you using sex for? Yun muna una ko itatanong. Are you using it for stress relief? Are you using it for pleasure? Are you using it for connectivity? Or worse, are you using it to revive a loss that you had? Minsan po kasi...
I want you to expound on the fourth one.
Di ba sa grieving, halimbawa, usually people think that grieving is just because of a death of a loved one. Hindi po. Sa ating mga listeners, ating mga nanonood, when you talk about grieving, it means that you're processing something that was taken away from you, and you don't have any say when it was taken away from you. Kaya masakit sa'yo. So for example, the husband who should be set for promotion sa isang trabaho, nakuha ng katrabaho niya. Hindi siya ang na-promote. So he feels bad about himself.
Yes.
So ang gagawin niya ngayon, he will divert the frustration to the wife. Na tipong, if I will then copulate with you once again, my confidence will be restored. So because you're grieving you're grieving for the lost opportunity, I will now use my relationship with you to revive who I am.
Ang boost niya.
Opo. But the problem is that we know for a fact that the mind plays a big part in an erection.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kapag hindi klaro ang isip mo, kapag magulo ang isip mo, it's so cluttered, don't think that you will have that kind of erection for yourself. You might even have it, but you won't sustain it.
That's why there are more cases of Dale, yung erectile dysfunction secondary to anxiety, depression, and mental health problems. So, especially for young ones.
Isa pa, Doc Joseph, di ba? Yung tinatawag nating performance anxiety.
Yes.
Yung ito na, nandun ka na, di ba? Iisipin mo ngayon, okay, she's ready, she's receptive. Pero ikaw ngayon nagda-doubt sa sarili mo, oh my, ako kaya. Di ba?
Kaya ko ba?
Isipin mo na, tatagal kaya ako?
Yes.
Ang mahirap doon, kakaisip mo ng kakaisip, you will lose it.
Lose performance.
That's why I tell my patients,
Distracted ka na eh.
correct. Sabi ko, sometimes you need to understand that sexual relations is a tactile experience.
Agree.
Kahit nga sa mata, sabi ko, huwag nyo munang gamitin ang
Agree.
mata nyo. Kasi sometimes pag nakita mo ang isang bagay, nag-iisip ka na kung ano na papasok eh. Use your other senses. So it should be a haptic experience para ikaw ang maramdaman mo lang one warm body to another.
And also focused.
Yes.
But I think liberating your mind of all those distraction has a very, very strong influence.
But that's easier. That's easier said than done.
Yeah, exactly.
Because once that there's something that's bugging you and you keep on, like you will try your best na, I want this to be a perfect experience. I want to perform well, and yet meron kang mga agam-agam
Yes.
in yourself.
Actually, doon pala, doktora, if you always think that your sexual relations with your partner should be perfect, doon palang balljack na yan.
Oo.
Kasi
Agree.
it will never be like that.
Exactly.
Depends on what the mood of your partner is, what your mood is, and again, what's your intention. Kaya nga sinasabi natin, di ba, for the gentlemen out there, if you're having this kind of experience around 75 to 100% of the time, for as long as 6 months, disorder na yan. Kaya dapat talagang tinitingnan mo na yan.
Nice yan.
Diba?
Most of the men out there.
Iniisip nila, tipong, hindi, babawi lang ako sa susunod. Ito ang akin dyan. If you don't do anything about it, you will just continuously fail.
Yes.
And you just add more to your frustration.
So it's saying that there is no perfection. There's no really perfection, but a really, really good sexual performance, just it.
The focus is to connect with the person.
Yeah.
Yan ang punto. Kasi wala naman talagang perfectong tao. Why would you expect a perfect sexual intercourse? Walang ganon. May panahon dyan tipong nangyayari, nakakatulog. Di ba? May ganon. Pagod na kasi pero pinagbigyan ka pa rin kasi diba? O may ganon. Pero you don't need to feel bad about that.
Exactly.
So katulad nito, di ba, sa ating letter sender, have yourself check first kasi you might have psychological conditions that are, they are now,
Doing all this.
yes, they are blocking you from having a good sexual performance.
Yes, agree with you, Doc Toffee. So now let's move to the note 3.
I avoided going to the doctor because I didn't feel safe explaining my identity. I was afraid of being judged or misunderstood.
Doc Toffee?
What
Okay,
kind
ano
of identity?
Yes, oo. Parang may confusion siya sa gender identity.
Meron ba siyang gender crisis? Meron ba siyang meron ba siyang sexual preference?
Yung kanyang sexual orientation.
Orientation niya. Or meron din siyang yung preference ba? Gusto ba niya BDSM ba? Yung mga
May paraphilia.
Yes, ganon. So, hindi masyadong klaro kung anong gusto niya. Pero mahirapan din siya.
Correct.
Ilabas.
It's a matter of trusting your doctor eh. And I think dito ngayon papasok na tayong mga nasa medical field, we need to be accommodating.
Yeah.
We need to tell people, look, nandito ka ngayon kasi may mali sa'yo, may nangyayaring hindi tama.
And we are here to help you.
We are here to help. Now, huwag kang mahiya kasi ang punto dito, hindi magbabago ang sitwasyon mo kung hindi ka mag-open up. Ako, I tell my patients, I'm a psychologist but I'm not a mind reader.
True.
I interpret human behavior. I analyze human behavior and experience. But the practice of psychology, I will just look at you, I will know everything. Hindi po ganun yun. So I tell them, you know what? When you're in my clinic, kung ano yung hindi mo nasasabi sa labas, now's the right time. Kasi hindi kita i-judge dito.
At saka hindi mo siya matutulungan, not until or not unless ilalabas niya lahat.
Correct.
If mag-withhold pa rin siya ng some information, hindi makukomplete ang diagnosis mo, and then hindi mo din siya matutulungan.
Kasi kulang ang ingredients mo eh. Hindi ka pa with the right conclusion.
Oh,
Pero sa ganon, I always tell the doctors, ganito po yan. When the patient opens up, start to reinforce. You need to then pair the reinforcement with the reality. So kung kunyari, nagsabi ka, doktora, I will tell you, look, na-share mo ngayon. Hindi kita ginudge. So as you can see, pwede palang sabihin ang nangyayari nang hindi nahuhusgahan. So gamitin mo ngayon uli yung experience na yun para the next time around, pwede ka uli mag-express.
To who would the client or the patient do his next reinforcement? Because there is already a connection with you, like
With the doctor.
Dr. P. Okay, who would I tell my sentiment? Ikaw pa rin. Oh.
Kasi ang katwiran ko dyan, if you found a safe person, dyan ka muna. Kasi alam na natin if your family is not safe, it's okay.
Even your friends, ha?
Yeah, kasi isipin mo, doktora ka, halimbawa, may problema ka sa katawan, they will say, paano nangyari yun? Ang di na naisip, tao ka rin naman, di ba?
tsaka doon,
One point na magiging confident ka sa sarili mo as I do the several consultation.
Ito yan.
Kasi yun nga, yung halimbawa, pag nag-open up siya sa'yo, tapos trusted ka na niya.
Yes, oo.
Tapos bigla mag-open up siya doon, tapos parang rejected to. Parang one step forward,
babalik
two steps
ulit.
backwards.
Right,
Regress eh.
Kaya nga, sasabihan mo sa pasyente, that's why you choose the safe spaces that you have.
Stay there muna.
Yes.
Hanggang maging comfortable ka.
Kailangan na tipong isiwalat sa lahat.
Yeah.
There are some things that you should still keep private to yourself.
Yes.
Diba? Ano mo yan kumbaga tumutulong sa yan. Sa ating letter sender ngayon, ang kailangan mo lang makita dyan is this. Hindi lahat ng doktor sarado ang isip. Hindi lahat ng psychologist
Sa sinasabi,
sarado
with
ang
doktor talaga na sarado ang isip.
Yes. At the end of the day, put it this way, lahat tayo tao.
Oh, yeah.
There are some topics na okay lang sa'yo.
Right.
May some topics na hindi.
Hindi ka comfortable
Correct.
discussing with that.
That's why I even tell my patients, alam mo, kahit sa pagpili ng psychologist, pero mo minsan may mga psychologists sabihin kulang ka lang sa dasal. May gano'n. And that's insulting. Sorry
True.
I mean, prayer is helpful, pero to say that to somebody who is already suffering, dysfunctional, di ba, na parang, yun lang ba ang gagawin
So
ko?
initial inciting of being judgmental is already shying your
Red flag na yun.
Red flag na sa client.
Sa patient.
Siguro, parang, sorry sa mga kaibigan kong pare. Siguro, mga pare niyan, yun ang sasagot, kulang ka sa dasal. Pero coming from a psychologist, parang, ito yung trabaho natin eh.
Correct. We are
We
not,
listen, we absorb, we diagnose, we treat.
correct. Not to mention, you should always come from the point of view of compassion. Hindi, wala pumupunta sa psychologist na, Doc, masaya ako ngayon. Walang ganon.
Doc, bawasan mo yung saya ko, sobrang saya ko.
Manic.
Panic na yun. So, sobrang.
Diba? Walang magsasabi ng ganon. So, kailangan ikaw, accommodating kami kung
So, ito yun. From a clinical perspective, what do you believe are the primary barriers that hinder the medical community from effectively addressing sensitive or under-researched areas, particularly those involving sexual health and reproductive conditions?
Ayan, una sa lahat, ito muna po yan. It talks about you first as a person.
Yeah.
Kung patay ang sex life mo, talagang wala ka mapag-uusapan na ganyan.
Wala kayo kikwento.
Nothing to even talk about to begin.
Kasi ikaw mismo yung accepted as a part of normal functionality.
Yes.
So, kapag kunyaring ganyan, walang masama to communicate to your patient na, look, I'm sorry, I'm not the right person to talk to you to talk about this kind of things. I'll rather refer you to Dr. Joseph or Dr. Gail. Kasi ang punto dito, sasabihin mo na, kung ako nga mismo, hindi ko pinapractice yun. You cannot give something that you don't believe in.
Yeah.
Diba? So, I think that's the first barrier, the person himself. Kung hindi bukas ang isip mo sa gantong bagay, paano mo tutulungan ang pasyente mo?
Exactly.
Okay? Pangalawa, ito, sa media, sometimes, hindi lahat ng programs kasing brave ng program yun to open to this topic.
Yes.
But it's needed.
Yeah.
It's needed. It's just having to be properly packaged na tipong talagang academic pa rin, elevated pa rin ang usapan, pero at the end of the day, nakakatulong.
Yes.
Diba? So that's the second barrier, the media. The third is yung mga nagmamarunong. Meron nga ito ngayon, tipong mga sexual experts, supposedly.
Dangerous kasi yung mga may konting alam na expert na.
Lahat na, oo. Not to mention, I always tell my patients, when you read on the internet, yes, the information may match what you have, but you need to first still understand your history, your context. Hindi porket I match, ako to.
This is me.
Medical student syndrome lang yun, pag gano'n. Diba?
Face by
suggestible. So, I think we need to inform people more that this sexual health is a part of wellness.
Right.
Parte siya. Kung hindi ka satisfied sa ganyan, hindi na satisfying ang buhay mo. Not to mention, especially when you're sharing it with someone.
I think it's better also Dale, to talk to expert, because especially this generation, they tend to talk to their peers, their generation, and they might get the wrong information coming out from them.
Correct.
And from expert kasi they used to say na, ay, makaire-reject ako, they will judge me, they will insult me, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's more difficult for the generation,
Also,
young
the
ones.
experts will be able to expound this properly. Kasi yung iba, kung ano lang yung nababasa, napapanood sa internet, wala na. Yun.
Not to mention, diba, there's a very big difference between what is entertainment, like the ones in the internet right now, and what is really happening in your own relationship. Diba? Kaya minsan mo magtatanong ka, ba't hindi niya ginagawa yun? It's just acting.
Ay nako, ito Doc Tofi, we often focus on the physical side of medicine, but how much of sexual dysfunction is actually rooted in psychological factors, and how do these two words influence each other?
Okay, ganito yan. It starts first with how confident you are with yourself. Kasi bakit? When we do have that intercourse or copulation with a person, mag-uubad ka eh. So you will be exposing yourself to somebody na tipong it's either siya pa lang ang una mong pagpapakitaan ng katawan mo.
Ever.
Yes. So kung hindi ka confident, dun pa lang lalagapak ka kaagad. So you need to be confident na, hey, you know what? My body is a part of me. And I would take care of it. And I'm happy about it. Kaya payat ka, kaya mataba ka, ang importante, dala mo. Kaya mo, nakikerry mo yung sarili mo. So that's the first one. Second is, kung wala ka experience, so anxious ka. But you need to understand, again, this is something between the two of you. So you communicate. O hindi dyan ang kiliti mo, magsabi ka. Sabihin mo kung saan mo gusto. O, di ba? Kaya na, di ba, backstage, sabi natin starfish, di ba? Na tipong, you're just lying there. It's
exactly.
Di ba? You communicate. Kasi it's an experience that you build alone. And as you do it more frequently, you learn. You change your ways, you change your strategy.
And that's how you will improve your sexual relationship. And then what happens in the bedroom influences a lot with your...
Outside. Kasi magiging mas malambing ka kasi napagbigyan ka. Di ba? Yan yung mga tipong, yung mister mo biglang natutong magwalis. Kinabukasan na umaga. Kasi motivated eh. Di ba?
But this is so seldom happening.
Nagugas ng pinggan. Ako muna
But happen. Pero
elated siya eh.
But Tofi, this is seldom happening. Like, I think this is very, very essential. Like talking about it, understanding your partner's wants and needs in how to enhance the sexual pleasure. But we don't do it this often, di ba?
Correct.
Basta ang alam natin, when we go to the bed,
you do it,
that's it.
But it's not. Kasi it's also a process that you need to work with. Di ba? I mean, put it this way. Magtataka ka. For example, in psychology, we have what we call the Coolidge effect. Na kung saan, having the same partner reduces your sexual libido. Tapos ang mahirap, when you then find another partner, biglang nag-increase. Alam natin hindi tama yun. Kasi if you are in a marital relationship, dapat kayong dalawa nagtutulungan. Hindi pwede tipong, tag team muna sandali. Di ba? Ibang partner mo, you cannot do that. We don't promote that. So, the point is, you need to learn to communicate properly. For example, ako, when I see patients in East Avenue, I tell them, when was the last time na nag-role play kayo mag-asawa? Di ba? When was the last time na kunyari, sabi mo, siya yung boss, siya yung secretary, and then something happening. But at least, ang alam mo, yung asawa pa rin yung kapartner mo. Oh, you need to communicate those things.
Exactly.
Diba?
Yun, importante talaga yun. Like how you want to be pleasured,
Yes.
how you want to pleasure your partner.
Correct.
And then also, yun nga, we discussed, di ba kanina, outside off-cam na, we also need to know the boundary.
Correct.
Very important.
How to respect.
How to respect.
Yeah, diba?
no?
Kasi once you're respected, you're comfortable. Once you're comfortable, you're receptive. Yan yun eh. Di ba?
Yeah.
So I think if especially pag kunyaring may nailapat nyo yun, kumbaga na-plancha nyo yun mag-asawa, tapos sa usapan.
Foundation.
Di ba? Now, for those with psychological disorders, ibang usapan yun. If you have depression, if you have anxiety, your medication talaga can affect your libido.
Yeah.
So you need to be creative. Okay? If you have sexual...
Ang dumi na utak mo, ha? Pag sabi, creative.
You know. You know,
I mean,
the time is floating now.
Put it this way. If the typical
Yes,
route does
agree.
not work,
Yeah.
then think outside the box.
Exactly.
Di ba?
You want to do a detour
Yes.
to have a better view. It will stimulate you.
Yes.
It will make you
But
more
the
alive.
problem is going out of the box becomes more uncomfortable for those who are not used to it.
Ako ito ang challenge ko lagi dyan, Doc Joseph. Ikaw ang nagsasuffer. Ang tanong ko lagi sa pasyente ko, how long would you like to continue suffering? Natatakot ka mag-open up. Natatakot ka to think outside of the box.
Yeah,
Ito ang tanong ko, ilang taon ka na nagsasuffer?
agree.
Ilang...
Sasabihin sa'yo, 65 na ako.
Ayun na nga! Yun na nga!
It's been years.
So, ang punto ko doon, 65 ka na nga. Konti na nga lang ilalagi mo. Hindi ka pa mag-i-enjoy? Diba? Hindi mo pa pagbibigyan ng sarili mo?
Okay.
You have to be happy.
So from your point of view, working in the medical field, how can we bridge the gap in our current healthcare system to guarantee equitable access for all patients, regardless of their background or identity?
You know, nowadays, para sa akin, the great equalizer is the internet.
Yeah.
You want to put any information that you like to give, you go to the internet.
Yes.
Okay.
Want to put or you want to get?
Yes. So, ang punto dito is this. You get the right people, the ones who really know things, have the personal experience out of it. Alam naman, humanap ka ng 40-year-old virgin, tapos yan ang i-explain. Diba? Hindi pwedeng ganun. So, diba? You get the right people, the one with experience, the one with the technical knowledge,
Right.
and then you let them explain.
Exactly.
And the good thing about the internet is that hindi ka tawag dito yung katulad ng saklaw ka ng MTRCB, halimbawa.
Wow.
You can be visually creative.
Yeah.
Gumamit ka ng clay, gumamit ka ng rubber, kung ano mga material na available sa'yo.
Just to make it interesting.
Correct. Pero again, it's not smart. Yun kasi ang problem eh. People always think that when you talk about sexual health, it's smart. It's
Yeah.
not.
That's not.
Agree.
It's
You always make it into something that's going to be politically acceptable.
It's actually about wellness.
Oo.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, sex should make you feel good. It should allow you to, to keep yourself feeling life is beautiful. Kasi yun ang...
And life is fun.
Yes,
Paglabas mo sana.
diba? Yung tipong paglabas mo, teka, makapagluto nga muna, diba?
Nagwawalit.
Diba? Kasi ang punto dito, nakita mo na, ay, pwede palang may connection ako sa isa pang tao. Pwede pala ako maging intimate sa isa pang tao na I can do all, be bare with that person without the fear of judgment.
Yeah. And I agree, di ba? Lagi natin sinasabi like in all our episodes before, like, if we, do you score your sex? Di ba? Sabi na, do you score your performance? Is it a burden to you na parang,
Nire-rate mo palagi ang sarili mo?
did I do a good sex and whatever, partners?
Depende yan sa personality mo.
Okay.
Kung kaya mo at alam mong i-improve mo, go ahead.
Okay.
Di ba bigyan yung partner mo, o bigyan mo 1 to 5 stars out of that. Di ba?
Parang sneaker.
Di ba? 1 to 5 stars.
Parang elementary.
Pero kung alam mong fragile yung ego niyan, Huwag mong gagawin.
Grabe.
Kasi di ba, for example,
Ang hirap naman yun. Lagi ka 75, di ba?
And what if yung partner sadista din?
di ba? Mas mahirap.
Gustong-gusto din siya bigyan.
Oo. So, katulad nun, yung nating letter, di ba? May vaginismo siya. So, kung yung tao, nandun yung willingness. Kasi kumbaga mahal din niya asawa niya. Tapos, ipagpalagay na lang natin na halfway lang ang nangyari. Hindi mo pwede sabihin doon sa wife na, 2 stars ka lang ha, bad review ka. Next week uli. You don't do that.
Yes.
Sisirain mo lalo yung
Yes, I think
Pero pwede mo sabihin gato approach mo. I appreciate your effort and alam kong nahihirapan ka and yet, you're still here for me. Doon niya yung makokondisyon yung isip niya na, ay, nakikita niya. Nag-ano ako na sinusubo ako.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Try ako.
Yes. Na-appreciate niya, na-acknowledge niya.
Yeah, that's so sure.
Ang saya.
So exciting.
Saya. And sana mataas pa yung time natin, no?
But these conversations
we should invite
we should invite Doc Toffee.
Kung bibigyan nyo wala akong kontrata, mag-go-host na. I like the conversation, you know?
So, mga producers, you heard about that.
So don't go away. Prescriptions for the Week is coming up next. Only here on Naked Mind.
Ngayong umaga sa Doc Truba, marami sa atin ang naghahanap ng mga natural na paraan para maibsan ang mga karaniwang sakit. At isa sa mga madalas gamiting home remedy ay ang turmeric o luyang dilaw. Pero, totoo nga ba talagang nakakatulong ito para sa sipon, ubo at iba pang mga sakit? Yan ang ating aalamin.
Ang hirap sa paghinga ay isang seryosong usapin na hindi dapat ipagsawalang bahala. Maaari itong maging senyales ng isang mas malalim na kondisyon tulad ng asthma. Ano nga ba ang asthma? At paano natin ito maaaring maiwasan? Yan ang ating hihimayin kasama ang isang medical expert.
Yung asthma, mas kilala nga natin siya as hika. Isa siyang inflammation or pamamaga ng daanan ng hangin or yung airway.
At ang inyong mga katanungan tungkol sa gamot, herbal remedies at respiratory health ating sasagutin.
Abangan sa Doc Truba ngayong linggo, 7:30 ng umaga. Dito lamang yan sa IBC TV 13.
Abangan ang talakayan ng mga kabataang may talino, may tapang, at may puso.
Lahat ng mga estudyante ay may karapatan sa pag-aaral.
Naiintindihan namin yon. Pero ang tanong, feasible ba yung pinapropose ninyo?
Ang tinig ng kabataan, ating pakinggan dahil ang bawat argumento may punto. Kasama sina Faith Santiago, Princess Jordan at Kuya Jude Asidre. Balitaktakan, tinig ng kinabukasan tuwing Sabado, alas 6 ng hapon. Dito sa IBC 13 at Congress TV. Pangarap mong maging milyonaryo? Sa PCSO Lotto, magkakatotoo. Mas pinasaya, mas pinabongga, mas pinalaki ang mga jackpot prizes. Araw-araw ang bola, kaya more chances of winning sa PCSO Lottery Draws. Lunes hanggang Linggo, tuwing 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 9 p.m.
So Joseph, if there are barriers and blind spots, the question
step for both patients and healthcare providers.
Patients, listen to your body. If something feels wrong, follow it up. And then number 2, ask questions. You have the right to understand your condition. Third, seek second opinions, especially for persistent symptoms. And 4, be honest, especially about sexual and mental health concerns. So Joseph, importante talaga. Yun, you have to be very honest with yourself.
Exactly.
Kung anong nararamdaman mo, make sure na Kasi ang katawan natin, meron tayong tinatawag na signs and symptoms. If there's something wrong with our body, it will be expressed as a sign or a symptom. So, if you feel something, have it investigated. And be honest to your doctor. If in case meron kang nararamdaman, be honest to your doctor. No holds barred. Kasi that's the only way you'll be helped by your doctor.
But Dale, the specialist should be hitting the right questions also. If it's difficult for them, i-guide. Kasi may iba kasi, how do you go around asking the history, the pertinent. Minsan tayo kasi hindi mahirap, no? Like, you have to have real expert to do that in order to extract from your patient what is needed for the management later on.
Kasi alam mo, if the patient comes to you with a chief complaint, and somehow, pag may complaint ka, umaandar na yung utak mo doon na tinatawag nating differential diagnosis. Maraming possible cause. And then, magkukwento pa siya. Doon ka na magtatanong. So, aside from yung nararamdaman nyo, meron pa bang kasamang ganito? Meron pang mga ibang nararamdaman? Wala na po, Doc. Then slowly, you come into a diagnosis, di ba? And you'll be able to have... Now, the patient, if the patient withholds some information, sorry na lang talaga siya. Hindi siya fully magagamot.
Pero maganda rin yun, Del, na if you can go into the deeper history, because sometimes you cannot extract everything, right?
Kaya nga dapat yung open din yung pasyente talaga to open him or herself.
Agree.
Kasi that's the only way na matulungan talaga sila.
Ka dyan. So Dale, for better health outcomes, one, we have to prioritize full person care. That includes your body, mind, and relationship are connected. Okay? Number two, you track your symptoms. Patterns can help doctors diagnose more accurately. Then, choose safe spaces. Okay? Find healthcare providers you feel comfortable with. Of course, at the end of the day, simply the one that you will have conversation should be you're comfortable.
Yes, because for women, I think the most trusted na mga women are their obstetricians, gynecologists, kasi yun yung mga, kumbaga, yun yung nakakita ng all of them. Anyway, pero that's, and most of the obstetricians and gynecologists in the country, also here in the Philippines, in our country, are women. So they start there, kahit yung hindi na related dun sa specialty nila, dun sila nag-open up. And also, kaya yung mga OB-GYN din, parang, ito na yung chance na nag-open up sa kanila, pakikinggan. Then finally, you can formulate your diagnosis and then you can refer the patient to kung ano yung tama na specialist. Kaya dapat din na comfortable. Pero kung halimbawa yung patient, parang dati na nilang doktor, pero pagdating naman doon sa yung matanda na lalaki, tapos parang hindi naman niya na-imagine i-discuss niya yung sexual life niya. Exactly. Anong nararamdaman niya doon.
Pero maganda rin, Dale, yung like we are specialists, di ba? If your patient will tend to talk about this problem, hindi agad re-refer. Kasi yung tendency kasi pag ayaw mong pag-usapan as a specialist, i-refer kita sa ganun. Diba? Siguro, I think we initially, we should listen and try to at least do our simple task of helping the patient.
And slowly, condition the patient.
Yeah, exactly.
Condition the patient na eventually, slowly
priming
her or him towards the proper specialist.
Exactly.
Pero hindi ka agad-agad.
Agree.
Pero parang you stay hanggang maging comfortable, and then kailangan mo i-condition yung mind na somehow yung may mga problema na ganito, mas makakatulong sa iyo itong mga tamang specialist na mas ito yung kanilang yung pinag-aralan nila na makakatulong sa iyo.
Agree.
Yes. And for healthcare professionals watching,
listening is part of treatment.
Because sometimes the diagnosis begins with believing the patient.
Of course.
Di ba?
Paniniwalaan mo kasi I think facial expression is also important.
Oo naman.
Kasi pag nakikita ka ng pasyente, hindi ata ko may pinapaniwalaan ni Doc. Kasi may mga laughing times tayo.
May mga doktor din kasi really?
Talaga?
Yes.
Ganon. And siguro avoid those facial expression also. And comments. And
mga side comments.
Side comments.
Kasi it really depends on how you react. pagka biglang pagtingin niya is ginajudge na siya, wala na, block na yan.
Oo.
Wala na. Hindi ka na makakakuha na any information. Ayaw na niyan sa'yo.
Agree. Kailangan yung communication nyo initially as doctor-patient. Meron na kayong connectivity diba?
Yes. It starts with proper communication and you be able to connect. And also yun nga, yung patient has to, the patient has to recognize na meron siyang symptoms na kakaiba. Meron siyang nararamdaman na hindi normal.
Tama.
And then, seek help. That's it. Seek help. Para masaya ang buhay. Sabi pa nga ni...
Enjoy life. Enjoy sex.
Sabi pa nga ni Enrilia, gusto ko happy ka. Diba?
Dapat happy lang.
Dapat ganun dapat yung motto ng for partners.
Okay. So tonight, something we talked about many people experience but rarely name being unheard, being dismissed, being overlooked.
But awareness is the first step because once we recognize these blind spots, we can start correcting them.
Of course, health is not just about treating disease, it's about understanding people.
And intimacy, sexuality, mental health, these are not side topics, Joseph. They are central to being human.
Agree. So if something feels wrong, trust yourself.
Because your voice matters. Your body matters and your story deserves to be heard.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
We'll see you again next time here on
Naked Minds!
Yay!
Because honesty is the healthiest habit. Good night, everybody.